You carry on. I'm still sharing.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Simply Spooky show on a Wednesday night, broadcasting through Simply Spooky. I think it's the only thing we're broadcasting through on a Wednesday night. Yeah, it definitely is. We don't broadcast through anything else, as far as I know. Good evening, Nettie. I hope you are doing well. How are things at your neck of the woods? Have we got anybody else? Oh, we've got three of you. Come on, you lot. Come and say hello to us. So we know that you're all there and you're all awake. As you can see, this evening we've got the wonderful Jonathan Downes with us once again. So it'll be great chatting to Jonathan and learning some more stuff about his adventures.
Me? Adventures? My life is just dull.
No. We're nowhere near it.
Are you trying to kid?
Yeah.
Eric. I was trying to kid Eric.
Eric, do you believe him?
No.
My life is, these days, my life is very mundane.
Well, we'll have to change that when I come over next year.
Hi, Rita.
Good boy.
Good. So we've got Nettie and Rita. Well, at least two of them are joined in anyway. Oh, look, two of them are buggered off.
So
one's back again. Must have gone to the toilet.
How do I see who's here? I know you can.
Can you see the chat?
No.
Why not?
Under comments on the side.
Oh, yes. How do I see who's in it? Is it just the two at the moment?
Yeah.
I only see them when they post their names. Yeah, there's four people out there, but two of them have said hi at the moment. So
We don't. Good evening, everybody.
come forward. Don't be shy. And even if you've not been on here before, we're very welcoming.
Oh, I'm not.
Well, it's good to see what good old Rita and Nettie. They're always good for a kick-off. They're always good for a start. So they'll lift the show as the evening goes on. So what did you want to talk about this evening, young Viv and young Jonathan and young Eric? Anything in particular?
Well, I want to know the gossip, Jonathan, because
apparently there's gossip, and I've been waiting for it, but Jonathan seems reluctant to let it out.
Well, there's an expedition.
There is gossip. I'm not sure how much of it I'm at liberty to talk about.
Carl, it's only us four here.
Are you at liberty to talk about the expedition?
My expedition, or rather the CFZ one, I can talk about
the CFZ one, yeah.
Go for it.
But I think if people are expecting me to tell you about the Bigfoot, the latest Bigfoot gossip from the United States, I'm not at liberty to talk about that.
No, don't talk about that because it's, yeah.
But there will be another one of my lampooning songs coming out very soon.
Good.
It's all going mad, isn't it? With Bigfoot, the Bigfoot cryptid world, the paranormal world, the UFO lot have been a bit quiet, but that's about to kick off, I should imagine.
Yes, I believe there's something just about to kick off that, again, I'm not allowed to talk about. In the north of England, there's another turf war going on.
Oh,
was there really?
Yep.
It's all news, none of it good.
It's all nonsense.
But let's talk about the are you allowed to talk about the expedition?
Right, yeah.
Let's talk about that. Let's start on something really exciting.
I did a song about it the other day. I mean, the boys are off to Tajikistan at some god-awful hour tomorrow morning.
Rather than me.
Well, yeah.
What are they looking for in particular?
It's their third trip, and people keep on saying stupid things to me, like, oh, why do you always go to the same places? It's because if you just go to one place and then fuck off somewhere else the next year, that's not an investigation, it's an adventure holiday.
It's a holiday,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Agreed.
So we've been to Sumatra 7 times, I think it is.
Very nice.
But Tasmania, I think 4 times. More with people who. That's the 4 times Richard's been there. There's been other expeditions that went there with CFZ people in there, but and this is the 3rd trip to Tajikistan, and they're looking for the Tajikistan wild man, who is known as the ghoul, G-U-L, which is the same root word as the English ghoul, G-H-O-U-L. It's the same word. They're both from Arabic. And excuse me, I've got a dog trying to make a nest in my bed. Now,
Archibald, behave.
Oh, be very good I am, Auntie.
I love that dog.
But he's been being very good today.
Good.
Because my housekeeper brought me some homemade bread pudding, and he's been creeping around me all day trying to get me to give.
Oh, very nice.
But anyway, that's total sidetrack. Yes, they're looking for the ghoul, and they're also looking for recent sightings of the Caspian tiger, which is an allegedly extinct subspecies of tiger that was allegedly hunted to extinction somewhere between 1968 and 1980, depending who you talk to. And interestingly enough, it was the only subspecies of tiger that actually managed to come as far as Europe. It's the only European tiger. And we, much to our surprise, found that there's a lot of what on earth is that girl doing?
Showing you a tiger.
Oh, yeah, of course it is. Okay, that makes sense. It's the we assumed it was extinct because the last known ones were killed in Turkey in late 60s, early 70s, depending who you believe, and there was an alleged one killed in Turkey in the early 1980s, but there's no proof of that. And what's that?
It's Hazel. Hazel! What? I'm on the radio. Oh, the thing. I can hear you all. There you go.
Never mind.
She's all right.
I could hear the dulcet tones. I just wondered whether we had our own resident ghosts come in.
No, just boys who don't turn lights out or shut doors.
It's haunted me for 20 odd years.
Oh, leave her alone. Hi, Hazel.
Horrible to her. Hi, Hazel.
Next level, then I will. That's fine. I'll tell you what, I'll stay here. You can pop off to the next level. There you go.
Where does that be?
What?
Bournemouth.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Bournemouth.
Anywhere.
Oh, bless her.
What a sweet girl she is.
She's lovely.
Don't you patronise me.
I'm not.
No, she is lovely.
You weird.
Still think she's sweet.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes,
Rita says hi.
Hello.
Hi, Catherine.
Okay, that was
Hi, Lorna.
That was a complete sidetrack again, wasn't it?
Turkish and the
We
Tigers.
assumed that they would get, if there were any left, they'd be in Turkey. But when the gang went to Tajikistan first, about 10 years ago-ish, they were very surprised to find that there were regular reports of tigers, including one that had been seen only a month before by a forest ranger. So what we need to do is to prove that they are still there. And once we've proved that they're still there, try and get the tiger conservation charities, who at the moment aren't the slightest bit interested in our findings, even though we've tried to tell them about it, to actually do something about it. So that's what they're doing. They're going to a place called the Romit Valley. That's, if you want to look it up on Google Earth, that's ROM for monkey IT. And if you look at it on Google Earth, it's a very mountainous, very steep mountainous valley. And there have been, she's back, looking beautiful as ever.
I don't think she went anywhere.
I need to go and get a charger. Yeah,
What, one of those Arabian horses?
What?
Arabian horses.
Yes, well, Didn't they ride chargers?
The Charge of the Light Brigade, I'm doing.
I was Alfred Lord Tennyson.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh, what?
Anyway, I'm talking complete bollocks again. So there have been sightings in recent years, both of the ghoul and many sightings of the Caspian tiger there. So they'll be in Tajikistan tomorrow afternoon. So despite the fact that if you go on the Home Office website, it says they're in danger from terrorists, and I've looked up a bit, there is supposed to be an ISIS training camp.
Ooh.
But then again, I wouldn't mess with Richard.
No, I wouldn't. I've met Richard a few times. As lovely as he is, I think he's got there's a streak in him somewhere.
Oh,
Where's the training? Is the training camp in the forest?
up in the mountains somewhere.
Oh, so they'll be up there then, won't they?
Yeah.
But then again, it's a bloody great country and there's lots of mountains. So
Yeah.
and they've been
Well,
there twice before, and apparently they've been the most hospitable, nicest people they've ever met. Apparently they are absolutely lovely. Total strangers from the other side of the world turn up on their doorstep talking about tigers, and they get fed and watered, and yes, of course you can camp in our garden. And
yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed for him that he actually does find something worth looking at and evidence, and that would be really exciting.
Well, the big thing that on the last expedition, they were talking to a lot of eyewitnesses who claimed to have seen the Caspian tiger, but having looked at the film, because Richard and I always go through all the film inch by inch, and you could see that at least one of the witnesses had got the tiger mixed up with the snow leopard.
Oh.
So what we're doing this time is we've got flashcards with pictures of both tigers on, snow leopards, ordinary leopards. And I think I've even put an Asiatic cheetah on one of them, because not that there's been Asiatic cheetahs in Tajikistan for hundreds of years. But so they've got a chance of sort of double checking these people, us talking about what we hope they're talking about. I mean, I'm sure the park ranger we spoke to on the first expedition, I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But I think some of the peasant farmers up high in the mountains probably could have got snow leopards and tigers mixed up. So it's a matter of sort of tightening the sort of what's the word, criteria of how we're doing this. Because with all of this, we're learning as we go along. This is a thing, we make it up as we go along, because there are no college courses in cryptozoology. I mean,
No.
There are in America, but they're just a way of getting money out of people on the whole. There are no sort of training courses and cryptozoological field work, and this is how you should do it. So we're making it up ourselves so we can then pass it on to other people.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, can I just mention something?
You look really stern.
Yes, because it is very important. I found out today that it is a certain young man's birthday today. He most probably is not watching this, but it would just make me laugh to do it anyway. But today is Richard Monk's birthday.
Oh, shit, I was talking to him earlier and I didn't wish him a happy birthday. Are you there, Richard? If you're watching, happy birthday, dear boy.
let's sing him happy birthday just quickly in whatever tune that you wish to do it in, and in very poor taste and out of tune like we always do. I just think we should sing him happy birthday.
We only know out of tune.
Yeah. Shall we do it on the count of 3? Just quickly get it over
Yeah.
and done with.
I'm still
1,
looking to see if he's here, and he isn't.
2, 3. Happy birthday to you. I went to the zoo. I saw a big, massive Bigfoot, and it
Bigfoot, but he's
looked
not
just
hanging out.
like you.
And he looks and smelled a bit like you.
Happy birthday, Richard Monk.
There he goes.
Christ on a fucking bike. What a row.
He's just, Eric's run away because he can't bear it.
Hang on a second. I'm just going to wish him a happy birthday. I didn't know it was your birthday, you silly sod.
Catherine says over here we learn about local and international cryptids all the time. Over here there are. Interesting.
Yeah, Catherine's
Whereabouts are you, Catherine?
She did tell me last night, South Carolina?
Oh, I was going to say it must be in the States.
Savannah? I can't remember. But she's coming on the show next week, Dan. She's going to be our guest.
Oh, bless her. Brilliant.
So we are going to
Looking forward to that.
Catherine. Woohoo!
Rita says he ran away. Lorna says happy birthday, Richard. Catherine Murphy says absolutely gorgeous. And Robert Hawkins, afraid it's not everyone, Lorna, just you and me. Georgia. Oh, Georgia. Oh, excellent.
Georgia. Yes.
Georgia. Excellent.
Yes. I can't wait to get her on.
Yeah, that'd be exciting. It'd be great to speak to Catherine.
What happened to Eric?
I think he might be on the phone. His mum might be. He'll be back. He's trying to look mean and moody in that picture, but we know he's just a big softie. And he's more like, no, it's Doc Emmett Brown behind that picture.
Doc Emmett
really.
Brown. He is Doc Emmett Brown. He is. So what time are they leaving in the morning? Some ungodly hour.
No, Christ knows. He caught the 3 o'clock train from Exeter.
Bless him.
So that's all I know. So
it's exciting stuff, though.
Yeah, I spoke to him earlier today. God, my beard's getting in the way.
I think it was the sweet singing voice that did it, Catherine. My dulcet tones.
Yes, I think it was too much for Eric.
I think it was. He
doesn't understand good music, does he?
No, it must have sounded to him. It must have sounded like a chorus of angels.
Yes,
Fallen angels.
Hell's angels.
Oh dear. So
but that's the big thing. Richard and the boys are off to Tajikistan.
Very nice.
The other big thing, and also involving Richard Monk, we got the cameras back today.
Yes.
Yes, Lorna.
The ones that we put up at Maidencombe Woods outside Torbay, where big footprints, which don't necessarily mean that they are Bigfoot prints.
Yeah.
Thanks, Catherine. I thought so.
Thank you, Catherine. I thought my bits were the best.
I thought your bit was superb. Absolutely
I kept
superb.
the melody.
I kept the sort of contrapuntal harmony going.
It was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful.
We got the cameras back. Again, people say, why do you leave the cameras up so long? Because if you don't, there's no bloody point in doing it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ideally,
Absolutely.
you need to leave cameras up at least a month.
Yeah. And you need to be prepared to lose them as well.
Yes, and much to my surprise, we didn't lose any. Nobody nicked any. So we got all 3 cameras back.
Oh, that's good.
One of them didn't have any pictures on at all. God knows why, because we did test them before. We did test. Stop making me laugh, you lot.
Do you know what? we should get together and release a single with the 3 of us. It'd go number 1
true.
straight away.
Well, you heard the songs I wrote about Daniel.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were good, they were.
There is going to be another one very soon, but I can't tell you what it is. I can tell you it is going to be to the tune of a very famous song by the Four Tops. You better look.
Oh,
Ooh.
You get it?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I think I might if I've got the right. Yeah, I think I might have.
Song.
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh no, I was thinking of something entirely different.
But anyway, I'm going to be doing that next week.
Don't tell him that,
Hi,
Richard.
Richard.
For Christ's sake, he get
Yeah,
a
don't
big
start
head.
him. Don't start him, Richard.
No.
Thank you, Richard. It's nice to know that at least somebody here who's got some taste.
3, 2, 1, and Eric is back in the room.
Did you wash your ears up, Eric, or what did you do?
I had to answer a phone call from my mom.
I see. Yeah.
There's some we're gonna end up suing the guy about my garage. So
Oh,
Okay.
fair enough.
Anyway, we got the cameras back. He's been through all of the first camera and he's now about a third of the way through the second camera. There were lots and lots and lots of photographs, all of people walking along that path.
Yeah.
No Bigfoots, and interestingly, no animals.
Oh, really? None.
However, it is the middle of the summer, it's highest tourist season.
Right.
So what we are going to do next, we're going to wait till February, which is when the last footprints were found. And we're going to put them up again in the path, but also deeper into the woods to see if we can find anything there.
yeah,
I don't think there will be anything. I'm absolutely bloody certain that there's about as much chance of there being a Bigfoot in those woods as there is of Spooky Viv managed to getting me a slutty aunt.
I'll tell you what I did get. This
A
was
slutty
last. No,
Thank
it wasn't a slutty aunt, but this was last week. I was in a place with Andy for his birthday and introduced him to a particular, I'll call her a young lady. She's not even alive, but anyway. When we were driving out of the village, where's that picture gone? When we were driving out of the village, we were being watched, and I managed to get a photo, and I was quite shocked as to how tame this thing really was, and it allowed us to do a certain amount of photographs before saying, right, that's enough. You've had your fill. I'm off. And I'll show you what it is. I have no idea what the bird is. I haven't really looked into it. It was quite big. And I'll get this picture up if I can find it. It was quite big. And we got pretty close to it.
a sparrow hawk.
That's a common buzzard, isn't it?
Yeah, looks
I
like
think it's a buzzard.
That's a buzzard.
It's got
all
speckles on his chest.
Yeah, buzzard.
Yeah. And
Common
you
buzzard.
get
It was
what I
so
didn't realise
beautiful.
until
The sound, they're
recently.
the ones that make that lovely sound when they're flying above you, like a whistle, half between a
It was
whistle and a squirrel. Beautiful.
just so beautiful. And
Do you know what I saw
allowed-
the other day, which interested me? Like, I've sent the guy a message because I want to find out where it is. There's a guy who's he's on YouTube. He's an English guy, British guy, gentle soul, only a young fella, maybe 25, 26, and he goes camping with his dog, and he doesn't do paranormal stuff at all. He just doesn't. So he put a video up yesterday or the day before, and I looked at it and I thought, that's interesting. That's interesting. Now he's got sort of a London accent or a regional accent. So I think he's around here, round this way somewhere, around the M25 somewhere. And it could be Kent or anywhere. But anyway, he finished work. No, sorry, he finished the gym, got showered, got his dog, getting on. It was about, I suppose, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. got into the car and said, right, now I'm going to go away for a night's camp to just chill and get away from it all. So he's walked across these farmers' fields into this small woodland, quite small, maybe 4 or 5 acres, not massive. And as he got in there, it was starting to get dark. So he obviously got there a little bit later than he anticipated. It wasn't that dark. It was getting a bit dark. When he went into the forest, I shit you not.
Oh, what happened to him?
Even through the screen. There you go. Even through the screen.
Say that again, because we lost you then.
I know. Oh, right. He went into the forest, into these woods. Can't call it a forest. He went into these woods. And as he went in there, the light just completely evaporated. It was so dark and dense in there. Mm-hmm. You could still make it out slightly, but it was quite dark. So anyway, he said, oh, okay. So he said, I'm not feeling this. There's something absolutely not right here. And his dog started whining and looking around, spinning around and looking. And then it fixated on a certain point. And then it spun around, it fixated on another point. And he said, right, I'm not. He said, I can't stay here. There's something absolutely not right here. And even other people said in the chat, other people said they could feel like a sense of something not right with those woods. So he left the woods, he came out, and he walked out, he got to the car park, and he made himself something to eat. He thought, I'll have something to eat before I go home. And as he's standing there, you can hear this half scream, half howl coming from these woods.
Oh.
He got in his car and he couldn't get away from there quick enough. He went, no, I can't be dealing with that. I thought it was interesting. But the thing that he said on the way out, you couldn't hear a pin drop.
Can imagine.
No, there was. It must have been some sort of apex predator around or something, because you couldn't hear a bloody pin drop in there. And I sent him a message asking him if he could tell us. If he could let me know where it was, or if he could give us any details on that, because it's open. It's got to be open to the public. He camped in there.
Yeah.
So it'd be quite interesting to see what the hell that was.
Which we don't know which part of the country.
No, I'm guessing it's around the M25 somewhere. He had like a regional sort of London accent, so it'd be interesting to find out if he gets back to me.
It'd be interesting, haven't you, Jonathan? Where it all went quiet.
Because you got to go from, I don't know what creatures are over there, but you got to go anywhere from wolves to foxes to birds that make kind of.
Yeah, it wasn't a fox. It wasn't a fox. It's nothing I heard. Nothing I've ever heard before.
Hang on,
weird.
Did he record? You got a recording of the screen?
He's recorded it, yes.
And he played it on the.
You could hear it.
Send me a link, will you please?
Okay, I'll send you a link to it. Okay, definitely. But I thought it was quite interesting. I'm not saying it's got the hallmarks of everything. It might be nothing, but it just had the hallmarks of everything. But what made my ears prick up and got me interested in it is the fact that this guy he doesn't do paranormal stuff. He doesn't do ghost hunting. He camps out. He's not worried or frightened or bothered where he camps. But this one place, and it was like,
but you can feel it coming on, though. You can feel something about to happen, like the tension.
You could feel it. Looking at these woods through the screen, they didn't look right. They just didn't look right. They looked like something from a dark fairy tale. They looked very sinister, I mean, it could be anything. Yeah, I'll put it up, Richard, and so people can hear it.
Can you play it? Play it so we can all hear it
on here and share the screen.
I won't be able to now, but I can get it off and play it next week.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny because Dan and I had a very bad experience. Well, more me than Dan. And as the sun was going down, as the sun was setting, I felt something, and it felt really off. And then I saw something, and Dan said, "Oh no, it's your eyes. It's the changing." But you could really feel it. I felt it. And then when Dan saw it. I mean, I don't know if you'd felt it in the air as well, but
No, you said you'd seen it, and I thought, well, the light's going a bit. I was looking into a camera, so I was looking at the viewfinder, and obviously it's quite bright on the viewfinder. And then I looked up and I saw something move across, and I thought, oh, that's just. And I said to you when you said you'd seen, I said it's just your eyes adjusting to looking at this and then going up, and your eyes are adjusting. And then I wasn't looking at it, and then this thing just swished past from about 7 feet from us. About 7 feet, wasn't it? Really close. And then I looked at you and went, "Oh shit, that's not what I thought it was."
Thanks, Dan.
That's
And he goes,
not
"Oh
what I
shit!"
thought it was. That's not what I thought. And then we saw one on the path, didn't we?
What
But my
sort of
God,
shape was
they
it?
were moving these things.
Now, my question for that, because I know what you're talking about, can there be more than one banshee in a spot?
Well, banshees generally tend to be Irish and Scotland, don't they?
Well, they're here in America too, but you know.
What
I
banshees?
don't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
but
think
the
the
reason
wailing
they're
woman
there
of
in
the
America,
forest.
Yeah.
I think the reason that they're there in America is that so are Irish and Scots.
Yep.
Yeah, they probably
It's
took
like-
them with them, haven't they?
It's something I think you get the paranormal. And now, in advance, if anybody's going to call me racist, I'm not the slightest bit racist.
No,
so
of course
well.
not.
I think you get the paranormal experiences which your culture and your religion and your race prepare you for. For example, I like eating aubergines. I've eaten Christ knows how many.
Oh, I bet you do, with a slutty aunt in tow.
He's off the slutty aunt.
Stop it, you horrible woman. I was
Like
just
one of those Death Eaters.
You were going out on your husband's birthday and you start talking about slutty aunts. You shouldn't have laid on your husband's birthday. But anyway, I've eaten God knows how many aubergines in my life, and never have I cut an aubergine in half and found the word of Allah written in the seeds.
No.
Everybody that I've ever met who has found this has been, they haven't necessarily been practicing Muslims, but they've been from a Muslim cultural background. All the people who have had stigmata have been from a broadly Roman Catholic cultural background. The people who see the image of Christ's face on a tortilla or on a wall or something, they are either Eastern Orthodox or Roman Catholic. You get the paranormal phenomena that you are bred to have. This isn't being even slightly racist, but I'm sure it could be construed as me being racist, but it's not. And the reason you have banshees in America is because you've got Scots and Irish in America.
Yeah.
But you know what they're talking about in general, I'm thinking, like, if you saw one, was it the same one? If you saw a bunch of them together, can banshees actually be a whole bunch in one area?
Yeah, I think so. Why not?
So tell me,
I don't know.
Describe what was it you saw?
Who?
You guys.
Eric.
No, not me. You two. You guys were
us. We. It sounds fucking mad saying it, doesn't it? But it sounds mental. But it was like they were like the Harry Potter Dementors.
Yeah, that's how I would explain it.
Mm-hmm.
They looked like they had the hood, and then it was all dark and black in here, no face.
You couldn't see any skeletal hands or anything like that.
No, they had sleeves. They had arms.
They had sleeves and arms and stuff, but you couldn't see the hands and that. But it was like a cloak, wasn't it? A black cloak that was just zipping across. And it didn't. It looked a little bit old.
Do you know their before it got dark, I saw them when they looked grey, and when it got dark, they turned black, and they were so close to me, and it was like it was right there.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I saw the very fabric of their cloak or whatever you want to call it, and it was like
It's like Hessian, wasn't it?
Thin Hessian sackcloth type thing, but very thin and near enough cheesecloth.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like.
Yeah,
and it was grey, and I even saw, the holes in it. Not the holes like the actual fabric,
But
It
they were
was
moving
that
so
close
quickly.
to me.
They looked slightly translucent, didn't they? They were moving that quick.
Because they moved quickly.
How tall would you say they were?
I wouldn't say they were very big, were they? Maybe 5 feet.
5 to 6 foot, maybe.
Yeah, not massive.
But they were off the ground. They weren't.
Yeah, they're moving sideways. There was one was on the path looking. Do you remember? Because you went to me, there's one over there, and I went where, and you went over there in the path, and it was more or less stood there, just looking over at us, wasn't it? And you could see you could see it, couldn't you? You could see it completely and because I tried to call it over, didn't I? But it wasn't.
I said to him, "Don't you call them over? We don't know what they are."
I think that's. I really do.
You what, bud?
I think they're banshees.
No, there was 4 of them.
I think that there's something, because that graveyard itself. I mean, that graveyard itself is built on pagan burial site.
Okay, well, hold on a second.
Guardians.
I thought it was in a wood.
No,
that was the other one about the guy that's heard the scream. This is a different one. We was at a cemetery.
The cemetery sits right next to a small wooded area that's been left. So originally it would have been a wood. I'll
just answer Richard. This one for Richard.
Yeah.
No, Richard. It was 3-dimensional, and it was you could see it. It was tangible. It was very tangible. But my God, Richard, these things moved.
There were 4 of them.
And I don't see anything like that generally. In fact, I've been on numerous coast.
It was in a place in Norfolk that has a lot of history to it. And we went back and found history that went to King Henry VIII's Tudor court. And the person associated, or the family, served in his court and was given a title.
The family had been there for over 1,000 years, hadn't they?
Yeah.
It was a title. It was obviously they were Norman originally. They were Norman, like a lot of them, a lot of the gentry and what have you. And they, I think one of her blessers just passed away, hasn't she?
Yeah, but the area itself, though, is it's. I don't know whether big cats have been sighted there, but it's in a place where if there were going to be big cats, that would be the place that you would imagine them showing themselves. And
Norfolk's quite synonymous with that type of stuff anyway, isn't it? Norfolk is quite heavily drenched in that type of stuff, isn't it? But it was interesting. As I say, the amount of stuff I've experienced over the years that I can't explain. I can't say they're I can't say it's spirits or ghosts, just say I can't explain it. But these things were tangible, which kind of... Well,
for both of us to see them. Because Dan is the sort of person, Viv, you're just imagining it. Just calm yourself down and pull yourself together. And I'm like shitting myself like, Dan, that's not right. It's not. I'll just sit down and shut up.
It wasn't right. It wasn't right. And the thing is that I put a voice recorder on, and then when I listened back to the voice recorder where we were sitting, there was like a field, but it hadn't been. Weird thing, there was a field, but the grass hadn't been cut. It was like, I guess it was used for hay or what have you. They were grown for animals, but you could hear feet move across like it was moving across long grass.
Wow.
Footsteps. But we didn't hear it nakedly. You could only hear it with the EVP, with the voice recorder. It is interesting, Richard. It's just, it threw me because it was like, well, what? I don't know.
But if we see like anything like Bigfoot, well, not so much Bigfoot, woodwows, dogman that's been spotted here, my plan is don't get scared, Viv. Just push Dan in front, and then you let it.
Remember that all you have to do is run faster than him. So
no, but the thing is, I think
you run faster than me.
The worst thing you can do is run. To be honest, if you do come across something, you don't want to be running.
That's
I
why.
don't think I could run faster than you, Daniel.
What I do, I've worked out a trick, you see, because I'm quite rotund. It's quicker for me to roll. So what I do, I just get picked like the cheese. You know the cheese rolling. Do that down the hill when I'm gone. That's it. Nothing will catch me when I'm doing that.
Oh, Michelle's on. Hi,
Hi, Michelle.
Hope you're doing well. She's a lovely lady, is Michelle.
She is, yeah. Michelle is, yeah.
What I found out with the big cats that we do have out here is that the best thing to do, and it sounds silly, but treat them like a little cat when a little cat's doing something wrong. Go, hey,
No, yeah.
stop.
Yeah, no, yeah. They get a
But the
shock
thing
from
is,
that.
I think like Jonathan's always explained to me, is get as much evidence as possible. Like if you can get a picture, take a photo. If there are any footprints, take footprints. Just get as much as you can. Just don't.
And do whenever you go anywhere, you're doing this sort of stuff, take a compass and an EMF meter with you.
Yeah.
The next thing, once I've finally moved house, the next thing I'm paying for, I'm going to buy the CFZ. I'm buying us a Geiger counter because I want to know about the background radiation.
Do you know what I think?
If that's a thing or not, but I think it's worth trying.
But that's something that gets overlooked all the time. People, I've seen people in Geiger counters and they never use them, and you're thinking you're missing a trick there, because how do you know what you could pick up? Possibly know what you could pick up if you're not using it.
That's why I'm going to pick up a tri-field meter as soon as I can.
The tri-fields are good.
Yeah.
Tri-fields are really good.
Yes, Lily Pops. Lilith's come to join us.
Oh, hello.
Aww.
Lovely Lilith. Yeah, exactly, Sarah. Exactly.
You're good.
Yeah, I heard something about those, Catherine. That once you've interacted with them, you never get away from them.
Aren't you not supposed to say that word Wendigo? I'd say to the skinwalker, "Excuse me, mate, are you a Wendigo?"
Yeah.
See what it does.
I'll say, I've just got a girl around there. Have you seen where Wendy's gone? I know, Wendigo.
Sorry, Jonathan.
Nothing. I was just saying, probably not.
Not Michelle.
I'll be right back.
No. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting.
Where's Eric gone?
He's like the
Who
Scarlet
knows?
Pimple.
We need to squeeze that spot. I love it, just the tail there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Cute, isn't she?
Yeah, my Johnny Puss hasn't been around today, so that's pretty good. He's
Yeah.
left me
Where's he?
alone.
What's up with him? Who's shouting his drink?
What a vulgar expression. For God's sake, Dan.
But it suffices, and I'm vulgar.
Oh, dear. How to literally get your limbs ripped off and
Yeah,
eaten
yeah,
on top
yeah.
of the bastard. Oh, dear.
But yeah,
Oh.
no, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah, those skinwalkers are quite. I mean, it's Navajo, I think, isn't it?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I think it's a Navajo thing.
We
isn't
haven't
it?
got anything like that over here in the UK that's nasty like that, have we?
Yes.
Yeah, people.
People, yeah, but
Yeah, they're nasty. Not all of them. Not all of them.
I suppose the werewolf or
I was just
The dog-
thinking, what about the werewolf stories, like the ones that are associated with the Hexen Heads up in Northumberland?
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
That's scary as hell, that is.
That's an interesting one.
Oop.
He's back.
Yep. If you must know, I have a bladder like an 80-year-old and I had to go pee. So
Yeah, no, I didn't need to know that, but thanks.
yeah.
You're only a young man, Eric.
I know. But since they fixed my stomach, I've been able to eat and drink a lot more. So
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It's called gluttony, Eric. Stop it.
Gluttony.
I haven't had a cheeseburger in over 5 years.
Yeah, it is, Richard. I agree with that.
2 weeks ago. So
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
The
That's why I
witchcraft
like going to
history.
the Boscastle Museum of Witchcraft.
I haven't been there since they restarted it again. Because remember those floods?
Floods, yeah.
It nearly destroyed it. And I've not seen it since they revamped it.
Yeah, I think I've been there once twice, I think, since they revamped it. It did quite a nice job, actually. God, that did some damage, didn't it?
Oh, God, yes.
It's a nice museum, actually.
Pretty nasty stories coming out of Danes Dyke.
I don't know where that is.
I don't know where that is.
Where is that, Nico?
Isn't Danes Dyke Northumberland?
I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting, Richard. I didn't even know that.
Ursula Kemp is not buried there.
No, they've got the
She's
coffin.
not.
No, the coffin's
Yeah.
there.
And that's questionable. And that comes from Ursula Kemp's ancestor.
Wow.
Direct descendant of Ursula Kemp.
Descendant, you're not her ancestor.
No,
No,
we
descendant.
know. We know.
You're not that old.
Well, I am 625 years.
Yeah, somewhere around that. Yeah, I thought it
No,
was.
that's less than 10 times my age. So there.
We are just vampires.
Yeah, I'm a year older since I was last on the show. I'm 65 now.
Yeah,
Are you?
young
Is
man.
it your birthday?
Yeah,
When?
22nd of August.
He kept that quiet.
He did keep that quiet. We're going to have to go and do something now.
No, I was.
Would you love a lovely rendition of Happy Birthday?
Oh,
Yes.
I can't imagine anything better.
Shall we do it?
Just see what happens to the cat.
Okay, you watch the cat. Let's do it after 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Squash tomatoes and stew.
Stew.
Bread and butter in the gutter.
Gutter.
Happy birthday to you.
To you. Just hands.
And many more.
Did you see the cat flinch the first time you went up into the high note?
If you go in your kitchen now, you'll see there's a load of glasses broken.
Yeah. It's not paranormal, it's just Dad.
It's just my voice.
Yes. By the way, if any of you weren't here earlier, her name is Lilith Tinkerbell.
She is very cute.
And she is
She's
Jon Snow's girlfriend, we've decided.
Jon Snow's missus.
They'd make beautiful babies.
That's Jon Snow the cat, not Jon Snow who used to do the election nights on TV.
Oh, God, yeah. She's a very real little sweetheart.
But
She is.
saw my cat out here when you did that. Somewhere.
But basically, I came to bed because I do need Graham to bring my medicine. I've got to give him a buzz to get him to give my nighttime meds. So I came to bed early so I wouldn't keep Graham up all bloody night waiting while I hung out with you reprobates. And then, of course, the cat has decided she wants to come and join in.
Yeah, why not? She's always welcome.
And Archie's here. He's joining in.
I love Archie.
Except
he's
just had a fight with Lilith who beat him up. So
I love that, Catherine. Oh, my sweet buttery Jesus on a pogo stick. Damn, that was next level gorgeous. I don't want to boast, but I am the next George Michael.
what? You're going to be found dead in the public?
Yeah. I'm going to smash my car through a windscreen, through a shop window, though, first.
You heard it here first, guys.
Oh, dear. So, let's get back to normal CFZ sensible stuff. Have you got any books in the pipeline? Are you writing at all?
I haven't
Jonathan?
written any, Viv.
Jonathan, not you.
Hang on a second. Can you hold on? Thank you. Have you got medicine, Graham?
I'll grab there.
Can I
Yeah.
give you? Hold on a second. I'm just taking.
No problem.
Okay, no problem. We'll talk about you while you're doing that.
Don't sit there and stare at me. Come on.
No, I haven't got a book out yet. Once I've learned to write my name, then I'll go on from there.
I'll write it someday, Dan.
Let's find. Where's Jonathan's books? Where did we put them?
Meow meow. Meow meow.
Oh, she's cute.
Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. Oh, look, the other ones.
No, the other one.
They're both back. They're both
Oh,
there.
there's cats everywhere, aren't there?
Oh man, we should get every cat. I'm going to get myself a cat so we can all sit here holding them.
I'm just seeing if I've got Jonathan's book to hand. I've got a couple of these books now.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, all of you. You're all darlings. Thank you for your sweet comments.
They are nice people.
Oh, now Archie's back.
Hey, Archie.
Archie!
Even though he's trying to block him. Hey.
And now the cats I got in the way, so you can't see me now at
Just
all.
1,000, Catherine.
So Jonathan's written a couple of books. I just have one in my hands.
I've written or edited 37. Dear.
I know you have.
Wow.
But
God.
I think if you want to learn more or want to see more, go to the CFZ website and you'll see it in their shop. There are loads of books. Loads of books. And I'm quite surprised. Jonathan signed this one for me. He didn't write anything rude. I was quite upset by that.
Vivian, I never write anything rude, ever.
I think you should. Just for my eyes only.
Oh, God.
Nice one, Richard. Richard says he's getting the book. Good man, Richard. It's actually a very good book.
There was one about
Jonathan's books are, though.
Which one? The Hong Kong one? That was my most recent.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
This one.
I'm not as fast a writer as I used to be.
It's all right.
I used to get a book out each year, but now I'm lucky if I get one out every 4 or 5 years.
But Gwen's brought out a book as well, though.
Gwen's got this. Gwen put out the first edition, the first ever edition of the lost third Bigfoot and Yeti book by the legendary Odette Chernin. She died in 1992, and then a few years ago we managed to get hold of the unpublished manuscript. And then Gwen spent the next 6 months trying to see if there were any, if Odette had any living relatives, and we couldn't find any. So we published the book, and we put her royalties, as there would be, into an escrow account. So if somebody does come out of the woodwork, we can give them royalties.
Yeah.
But no, she did a wonderful job. You ought to have a look at the stuff she's done on the. Is she there? Are you watching, Guinevere, dear?
I don't know if she is or not, but if she is,
she does sometimes.
We need to give her a massive shout out because she does a lot behind the scenes, that young lady.
If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be keeping going.
No.
Because I'm too old to do it all old and battered to do it by myself anymore. Yes.
It's the rock and roll lifestyle. It's the rock and roll lifestyle. You've only got yourself to blame.
I'm 65 in a wheelchair with a long grey beard. I'm an old man.
65's not old.
Oh.
If you were a pirate, we'd call you Greybeard.
Oh, dear God. I can't think of anything to say that isn't totally obscene, so I'm not going to.
That's true.
Age
is just a number.
I've completely forgotten. Age is very much just a number, dear boy, and I've reached a very high one.
No, you're not.
No, 65
Shut
is
up,
nothing.
young Missy. Let me be an old git. I like being an old git. I'm good at being an old git.
Not me.
Do
I'm
you
going
think?
to work till I can't walk anymore.
Well, do you
They're
think?
laughing in the background.
Who's laughing in the background?
My
That
wife.
was Rita.
Rita,
Hi, Rita.
do you think that the if the woodwoes did exist, like us humans, we have these personalities and these traits: grumpy old git, silly old man, miserable woman, young and virile, whatever. Do you think that that exists within that community? Like, you'll get a grumpy woodwoes that wants to throw rocks. You get a nice one that will come and leave presents. Do you think that could happen with that sort of thing if they exist?
That's a bloody good question. I have no idea whatsoever. But
I
you
think they'd
have
like
sort
us,
of,
wouldn't you? Just
you
miserable,
have
happy.
you have opened up a big can of worms here, because I really dislike the term British Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's awful.
Bigfoot is a North American phenomenon which may or may not be, and I think it probably partially is, flesh and blood. There is no evidence whatsoever for a Bigfoot in this country.
No.
But we do have hundreds and hundreds of years all over Western Europe of accounts of wood roses. So as the UK Bigfoot research team, UK BRT, finally closed its doors a few weeks ago, together with Vivian and Guinevere and Richard Monk, we are starting up the CFZ Woodrose project. And anybody who wants to be involved in this, it doesn't cost anything. It's a bit like, again, I'm going to sound like I'm being racist, but I'm not. But it's a bit like a Muslim divorce. You throw 3 pebbles in the hat towards Mecca and just fuck off. And I think it's important that you become a member because you want to be a member. And as long as you carry on with the rules of the organisation that you're a member of, you carry on being a member until you decide to leave.
Mm.
Well, I want to be a member.
Some
Dan's a
people say
member
you
whether...
already are, Eric.
Yeah, but Dan's a member whether he likes it or not, so just ignore him.
Yeah, Dan's our Woodward's bait, isn't he?
I'm a right member.
Oh, fuck off, Daniel. God
Wouldn't that be a
almighty.
good name for a folk band? The Woodwoes. Danny and the Woodwoes.
Okay, let me move.
There's nothing.
God, we'd be absolutely shit.
But no, the CFZ Woodrose thing, I think it's going to be quite good, because it's like serious investigation. If you want to do it, you do it, and if you don't, you don't. But
And
we hope to get
you've
people
got to do
that
it
want
properly, because there's
Yeah.
absolutely no point in not doing it properly.
No.
You know,
No.
somebody who
No.
says, "Oh, I've got a portal from hell in the corner of my sitting room, and I saw a giant hairy Bigfoot come through it last night while I was watching Coronation Street." They can go fuck right off, because that is just nonsense.
Can you spell Woodrose for Richard, please?
WODEWOSE. Hang on.
What are the they're not the dog men, are they, Catherine?
What?
Skilly boys? Or is that
What
something
the-
entirely different?
And what's a twinkle dick? Dare I?
It's a bit like a Twinkie, I should imagine. Soft
I
and
have
squeegee.
no idea what.
It's me when I've had a shower with glitter.
Oh, fuck off! You really are, you are about as funny as herpes, Daniel.
And just like herpes, I keep coming back.
Oh God!
you two.
Archie's now decided to get completely involved.
Archie! Hello, my beautiful
True,
boy.
Nico.
Archibald.
Archie!
Look at that gorgeous boy.
He's cute,
Look,
isn't he? He's a bit damn cute.
he is cute. Everyone's laughing in the chat at you two.
No, me and the dog.
You two at each other.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Catherine.
Hang on, what's a window-poos?
What is a window-poos?
I have no fucking idea what anybody's talking
It's what do they call it? Is it a skinwalker? Like a Wendigo?
Yeah.
I am.
He is an annoying.
I'm that age that you scratch but never goes anywhere. Just keeps moving around the nether regions.
You know why, Richard? Jonathan, is
Sarah?
because his name's Daniel. Daniel
Yeah.
and Dan.
Daniels are a pain in the ass, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
I have no. What the fuck is everybody talking about? I'm confused.
Oh, that was good. HR Puffin stuff. That was what you call it. That was Jack. Oh, who was the guy who played?
Hufflepuff.
Yeah, it was what you call it. No, not Hufflepuff. HR Puffin stuff.
Yeah. After a
HR Puffin
Vindaloo.
stuff. He was the big Jack. Who was the guy that was the Artful Dodger in Oliver, the original film, with Jack
Wildling.
Jack Wild. I think it was. He passed away, didn't he? Jack Wilding, yeah, or Jack Wild, yeah, he was in it. Actually, he is 1970s.
What the
Don't know
fuck
about
is everybody?
Do you not remember it?
About? I have no idea what any of you are talking about.
I haven't either, though. I'm with you on that one, Jonathan.
Bollocks, Viv, you're older than me.
Well, you're all younger than me.
You're just jealous because I have eyelashes.
Oh, you do have eyelashes.
I have eyelashes. They've not fallen off yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Catherine, you're a darling, but I have no idea what anybody is fucking talking about.
I like
Particularly
Oliver.
Catherine.
Lorna knows every single word of every song from Oliver.
Oh God.
Consider yourself our friend.
Yes, consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. We're getting along quite well.
Okay.
Oh, I can't remember the rest now. What was the other one? Who will buy this beautiful morning? Who will buy this wonderful day? Who will buy this beautiful morning? Hey, something like that.
Oh God. Yeah,
I
Daddy's
always make
making
my
up.
own words up, Lorna.
Is it just me, or is this monumentally peculiar? This is odd. This is
Off for the Bristol accent, that'd be
odd
good.
even by our standards.
Yes. We've exceeded our level, I think. What do you
Yeah.
reckon? Archie. You've got to say it in the way that
Papa, papa, da, 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 da,
what's his name in the
da,
Bad
that was
Man?
Nancy's song, I
Or
think.
the whole.
Mr. Sykes, you've got to go, oi, Archibald, here.
Well,
Not
I'm
Bullseye,
doing
Archibald.
very well, my dear. Oliver, be a good boy. Go out there and get some cheese. Good boy, Oliver. Got to pick a pocket or two, Oliver, my boy.
Bill Sykes, that's it.
Bill Sykes, yeah. Bullseye!
No, Archie. You've got to shout out Archie.
Archie!
Get over here, Archie.
Good boy, Archie.
No, he heard Graham moving on the landing. He's gone to see if he can get some treats, I think.
Oh, good boy.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
He's a very
So-
funny dog. You know,
I loved Oliver Reed, Richard. Absolutely superb.
Oh God, yeah.
Possibly
Oliver Reed was
one of my favourite people, I think.
I lived
No
my
side
life
to the
by
man.
his teachings.
Yes, no side to that man at all. I think he came from Russian gentry, didn't he, originally? Aristocracy. The old ones are the best ones, Sarah.
Well, we're going to get you back on. You're going to be a regular visit to this show at least
I'm
once
always
a
on.
month. Jonathan. Not
Oh.
you, Dan. Jonathan.
Fucking, what books have you written? She's asked me so far, and you can come on regular.
Oh yeah, the last book I wrote was the Hong Kong one, which is the story of my childhood in Hong Kong and how I first became interested and involved in cryptozoology. I'm writing a book about wood roses at the moment, but it's a long, slow process, but it will come out eventually. And I'm also beginning to write a book about my time chasing lake monsters with Doc Shields, which will be quite
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Because, you know, one of the names for the Irish lake monsters is the Piast, Piast.
P.S.
Well, I'm thinking of calling the book On the Piast with John.
Taking the piss.
Taking the
No,
P.S.
it'll be On the Piast because Doc and I were both legendary drinkers back in the day.
That's a good ode to him, really, isn't it? On the Piast.
I love that old boy very much indeed. And there's a big wizard-shaped hole in my life since he died.
Yeah.
Did he? Was he in Ireland when he passed?
Yes.
He's just moved on. He's moved on. That's all. He's just moved on. You'll see him again.
Oh yeah,
sometime.
I know. I mean, but I miss the old boy. I'm very, very fond of that boy.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Thank you, Richard.
Yeah. Thank you, Richard. Well, we are going to close it here.
Mighty need indeed, Catherine. Mighty need indeed.
But Catherine's on the show next week.
Oh, I look forward to that.
So we're going to be probing this Catherine. We'll find out if she's got...
We're going to be probing Catherine.
Yeah, we're going to find
Not
out
me,
if
you
she's...
understand.
We're going to be probing Catherine live on the show.
We're going to find out if she's got any slutty aunts for you.
And then I can go off and try probing them.
Yes, if you like. Long distance.
Remember, scraps on the table have to be thrown Jay's way.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
Oh.
By the way, I
don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh, I love her. I love her.
Was
Great,
it you,
isn't she?
Catherine, who said something about we ought to? Was it Catherine who said that we ought to make a record?
I think so.
I think we should make a record.
Yeah, well, if you do, you can always check out my records. I have got a new one out, which you can see on Bandcamp. If you just put Jon Downes into Bandcamp, you can see I've got an album out called Eschatological Baby.
There you go.
Ooh.
Or if you don't fancy that, you can go over my side. A bit of punky things going on. Danny and the Woodwoes. We've just cut a new record. And
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You can just download it.
Danny
Be the Christmas #1.
You know, I am really regretting one thing in my life.
meeting me.
No, I don't take drugs anymore because by fuck I need them, to be honest.
You kind of like taking drugs, being around us.
Yes,
There's one time, I love that film.
yes, but not as much fun.
Sarah.
I'll have you know, Sarah, that was never proven in a court of law.
It's funny.
Yes,
Well-
I want a slutty aunt to bring me 3 or 4 grams of raw opium, and I'll be happy then.
Oh,
We'll have to
yes.
send you to Thailand then.
Why, they got aunts there?
Slutty aunts all
That's
over
where
the place.
That's where Noddy comes from, isn't it?
What, Thailand?
Yeah.
Toyland?
Oh, yeah, Toyland. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this evening. We've had a few laughs. We've learned a few things. But we haven't even...
We've just talked pernicious bollocks all night.
Just things we didn't want to know.
But we haven't even asked the questions we wanted to ask. But we're going to have to get Jonathan on again, whether you guys
you've
like
probably
it or
forgotten
not.
more now than you knew when you came on here.
What was that? Who are you? What am I doing?
Who am I? Where am I?
So, Jonathan, you'll be back on again in a few weeks or so, and we'll have another time talking bollocks then, if you want.
What a wonderful invitation. How could I possibly refuse?
But it's good. It's good bollocks. We love it. And so do the listeners. So
these four idiots come on just to hear us talk rubbish.
I will say, though, on a serious note, if you get a chance, those people in the chat, get on the website, on the CFZ website. It's the Centre for Crypto Fortean.
Since when does Crypto Zoology began with an F?
Oh, what is it? Centre of Fortean Zoology. I'm tired. I've worked today.
www.cfz.org.uk.
That's the one. Get on there, have a look, check their shop out, see what's going on, and if you have any questions, you can always contact them through that as well.
Yeah, especially if you can bribe me with a slutty aunt.
Oh, well done, Richard. Excellent. That's good.
And also, you can always find Jonathan on Facebook. He's got his own Facebook and YouTube as well, where lots of releases go out, and his weekly show as well. So just
twice a week.
Twice a week. Sorry, I do.
And I'm dressed I am dressed as a chicken for bits of one of them.
She can't spell. You know what, Catherine? She can't spell properly.
No, I can't either. But you know what? Check it out, because Archibald the dog, Archie, actually sings. It's great.
And he talks.
He talks.
He talks, proper talks.
I do. Yes, I'm a good dog.
There you go.
I'm a very good dog. I've got ears.
He's very cute.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
He sleeps in bed with me. He sleeps in the crook of my knee every night and then growls whenever I turn over.
That's typical Jack Russell, that, isn't it?
Yeah. So, Dan, you're on again tomorrow night, I believe, with Eric.
Yes. Talking shit, aren't we, Eric?
Oh, what sort of shit you talking about tomorrow night?
411, 411, 411 people going missing in the national parks in North America. Is there any relationship between that and the Fae?
Yeah, I've been meaning to read those books. I just never have yet.
Yeah, I've got. The thing with David Paulides is I've got a woman from Canada spoke to me once, and she kind of gave me the nicest way possible. She gave me a telling off, because she said that she didn't like David Paulides because what he was doing is he was getting involved with people that would go, all these cases where people were going missing in the woods. And what he was doing is he was clouding it. So people were getting the wrong information sent out. So it was interfering with the research. People going looking to search and like the mountain rescue and what have you. And she said it interfered with it a lot. And it had also caused a lot of stress for the families. Mm-hmm. Because the last thing they want to hear is a monster taking your kid.
Oh,
but,
God,
you know,
there was somebody who shall remain nameless, although she's dead now, wrote a book claiming that the Beast of Exmoor was actually responsible for a couple of missing children.
Oh, really?
And I was thinking, oh, for fuck's sake, no. I'm sure what happened to these missing children was horrible.
Yeah.
But they weren't eaten alive by a
No.
fucking...
No. Are you, William? No. It is, Richard. It's very stressful for them, and it's something that I know it's important, and he wants to get a message out there, and he thinks he's doing the right thing. He might very well be, but by the same token, it clouds the issue, I think, and it upsets people. But I don't know. It made me think. It made me think because I used to promote him endlessly, and then I kind of laid back on it a bit because I thought, well, she could be right there, and I could be adding to throwing wood on the fire of these people's misery.
The trouble is, and I don't want to sound like I'm being enigmatic and dropping hints. I know all sorts of things that I'm not going to publish in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
I know all sorts of things which I know the explanations for several high-profile cases, which I'm not going to tell anybody.
No, it's fair enough.
The police know, I know, I was usually told by the police, and I don't tell anybody because I don't want to make the situation worse.
No.
Yeah.
You don't. The thing is, you don't. With the best will in the world, you never know you're imparting that information too.
Yep.
Yes,
Exactly. So no, that's a wise move, I think.
Well, I just don't think it's fair. I don't think it's moral to fuck around with the emotions of people who are bereaved or distressed just in order to push your own podcasts.
I agree. If there's nothing to be gained from it apart from people's misery, then leave it where it is.
Exactly.
I couldn't have put it, but Dan, I've been taking the piss out of you all evening.
And I'm proud of it.
And that, Daniel, was the most wise thing I've ever heard you say. Bravo.
Yeah, strap yourself down. It's going to be bollocks mirror on him.
Fuck off, Daniel.
So I think I was inhabited by a spirit, a sensible spirit. Now it's me again.
So on that note, I am going to bring the show to a close now. We're over, Yeah. Mind you, it don't really matter.
We're always over.
Yeah, well,
I thought we were on for 2 hours.
We can be. Do you want to be for 2 hours?
I don't care. But I thought we were on for 2 hours. You suddenly start closing it soon after 1 hour. I thought it was 2 hours.
It's an hour and a half nearly now.
Yeah, well, I don't care. I'm enjoying myself anyway.
Oh, okay, we'll carry on then. Carry on.
Have I got a
half hour of bollocks from me?
Now we're not
Sarah's off.
Going. What's that going? Poor
Oh, that's fucking charming, Sarah.
No, fuck off. Stop fucking swearing, Dan.
Yeah, I fucking will.
You fucker.
Fucking fuck. There you go.
You motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers.
Well, since we're already past that part.
Talking
dear.
picture of a wolf.
Speaking on camera now.
Yeah, I need to go and get something to eat now.
Yes, I need to go. I need to go off and do an Eric. I need to get the loo, and I need to get the dog. Need to get the dog out.
Exactly.
So because at the moment the dog is perched on my bladder.
He's so cute, that dog.
There's some good comments here. Richard says it's only fucking words. Laugh out loud. Sarah says, I'll stay. I thought you were kicking us off. No, we are kicking you off, Sarah. We just wanted to wind everybody up. You know us. Catherine says, girls, you're both pretty. Thanks. Dan, you ding dong. That's from Rita. I'd expect nothing less. Which is obviously a smiley face.
And William says, who? Who?
Who?
I've been confused all evening. This is getting more confusing.
So have I.
I've been talking shit now for a few days. I think I might have a urine infection.
Why? Because that keep on taking the piss.
Don't start me off.
Seriously, my nan is a chicken. Seriously.
Oh, but has she got a slutty aunt?
She's clucking beautiful.
Oh, God, fucking mighty.
She's a bit of a slut though. She says, "Annie, cock-a-doodle doo."
Oh, God. It's terrible.
That's terrible. Oh, God. See, you've offended Catherine.
Catherine doesn't get offended. She's a strong,
she
tough
doesn't.
person.
She is a tough old stick, is Catherine.
She's a tough person.
Yeah.
Dear, dear, dear.
Well, I think before we do offend anyone, I think we are going to go now.
Yes, and I'm off to get me wee checked.
What the fuck is going on?
I have no idea. But
I think we're probably off before it gets more confusing.
I think so.
Goodbye, boys and girls. I hope you
Goodbye.
had an entertaining
Good
show.
night, Billy.